Touch that. And then go back out to this midpoint that we just did. I'm going to lift up that foot. And you'll notice I'm putting that ruler a 1/4 inch away from where I want the needle to actually hit, because I have to compensate for the fact that the hopping foot is around the needle.
So you really have to get used to eyeballing that 1/4 inch, right?
Yeah. And so I would just continue around and maybe have some fun with some free motion and put little bows and then these little presents here on the side. Yeah.
That's really fun. Oh my goodness. Well, thanks for showing us that. Now, I think we're going to talk about an alternate option for finishing the edges of your quilt. Instead of binding, we're going to do a facing.
Okay.
So in order to do that, we just need to switch back out of free motion mode real quick. So we've got the standard sewing foot back on the machine, and I thought it would be fun to show how you can do a faced edging instead of a binding, which I do kind of like sometimes for a more modern look, a little more clean edge. And it does give you just a really nice flat, crisp edge, and it's really, really easy to do. So what you're going to be working with here is we've got a couple of squares of fabric that I have just folded in half, right sides out, and then just a 2.5 inch strip, I think, something like that, folded in half. And it's really, really easy. I've got another one here. I've already sewn one corner. So we're going to take this strip, and the edges don't even have to be finished because they're going to be hidden by this triangle in the corner. And we're just going to lay those along the edge and pin them in place.
So you don't have them overlapping.
They're not overlapping, nope.
Okay. They're kind of touching in a right angle.
Yeah, they're at a right angle. You could cheat that in a little bit if you wanted to, but it's I don't know. I think the longer the tail is hiding underneath of that little compensation triangle in the corner, the better. You don't have to worry about things popping out.
Compensation triangle. So this will hide. When you flip it, we're going to flip that over.
Exactly.
So a facing, if you've not played with facings, it's just a way to finish that edge instead of a binding.
Correct.
If you've seen a binding.
Yeah, I think it looks a little bit cleaner sometimes. So I'm going to come on down here. And we are going through quite a few layers, so I am adding a few more pins than I probably normally would, but just because we've got a lot going on there.
Okay. All right, you want me to?
I'm not quite done yet.
Oh, okay. Sorry, and I moved the pins on you too. Here,
Yeah.
I'm going to take these out so they're not in our way as well.
So what we've got here, we're at the end, and we would want to add our other corner triangle. We're going to pin that in place. And then we can cut some of the strip off. So pop that. And I'm going to add a couple more pins. And now we can stitch down that long edge.
Okay, just a 1/4 inch, right?
Just a 1/4 inch. There.
All right. And do I go, I guess I kind of go on the side of that compensation triangle as you called it?
Yeah, start at the top of the triangle. I did kind of turn the corner already. But we'll just zip right down there.
All right. Got to the end, Sarah.
Okay, here comes the fun part now. I thought, because this is such a party all around, I didn't use the same fabrics for the triangles or for those facing strips because it's so cute. You can have anything you want. You're going to cut that corner off, and then we're going to reach inside and flip, and you get this really, really nice corner.
So nice.
And then you would come through and just do a little bit of hand stitching to stitch that facing down, and you could even top stitch the edge if you like, but it gives you just a beautiful, clean finish.
Nice.
Grab a pencil, tips, and other useful information coming up next.
All right, Sarah, I picked it out and I re-sewed it because it was bugging me. Such a cute black.
It's lovely. You did an excellent job. Okay, so I've got a tip here from Doreen McManigal, who says that she likes to, when she makes pillows or placemats or things that need to be turned, she leaves about 3/4 of an inch of extra fabric where her opening is at. And then when she turns it right side out, that's going to tuck in so nicely for top stitching to close that up.
That's a lot more fabric there to handle. That's a really good
Absolutely.
idea.
Thank you for sharing your tips with us. If you have an idea to send in, be sure to send it to that address on the screen.
See you next time.
Additional quilting ideas are available in the pages of Fons and Porter's Love of Quilting magazine. In addition to the magazine, you will receive all 13 shows from this series in digital video format. The cost is $49.95. Explore loveofquilting.com/LOQTV. Find out more about this episode, discover ways to watch the show, explore patterns, find supply lists, and browse earlier seasons. Explore loveofquilting.com/LOQTV and connect with us on Facebook and Instagram. Funding for Love of Quilting is provided by
APQS. Long arm quilting machines allow you to express your creativity. APQS. Quilt forever.
The Warm Company, manufacturer of battings and fusibles for quilts, crafts, and wearable arts. Panasonic, maker of the 360-degree freestyle cordless iron. eQuilter.com, quilt fabrics and sewing supplies, international distributor of Fabrics Online.
Today on Create, make the season of giving extra special with handmade gifts from the heart.
Hi, Create viewers. It's Patty Hinich. Create is the best place to find programs that bring the stories and flavors of the world right into your home.
There's a little bit of citrus in there, too. Little lemon zest going on.
You never know what unexpected new destination will inspire your curiosity or your appetite. Tune in and discover something remarkable with us.
Welcome to Milk Street's My Family Recipe. We bring home cooks to our Boston studio where, along with our host and pastry chef Cheryl Day, we help home cooks rediscover lost family recipes.
You're gonna be able to bake this cake.
I can do it.
Then we send them home to recreate that recipe for the toughest audience, their own family.
Mom, that's really good.
Right here on Milk Street's My Family Recipe.
Watch Milk Street's My Family Recipe on Create.
On Louisiana Coastal Cooking, we'll celebrate the bounty of Southeast Louisiana.
This whole dish sort of reminds me of the sunsets in Holly Beach and Johnson Bayou.
This literally is the best place in the world to find seafood.
We'll discover creatures of the wetlands.
They're big, they're toothy, they're slimy.
And look at the vibrant culture of the changing Gulf Coast.
And as Mama used to say, lock the screen door, y'all, they coming.
On Create.
Hi, welcome back. I'm Nicholas Hankins. I'm glad you're here, and I hope you're ready for a little painting adventure into the Pacific Northwest. Come on up to the canvas and let me explain what's going on here as we talk about this fun little Bob Ross technique painting. I've got a 12 by 24 inch pre-stretched double prime canvas, and I've prepared it with a little black gesso. As you can see, I